All right. Welcome, everybody. Episode 139 of Game Set Live. This is your host, KY Bob, joined by the illustrious new panel member, Cerebral Paul. That's right.
That's right. Where there's illustrious, there's lust, and there's me. So there we go.
Wait. Was
Wow.
already
Wow.
decided? Wait. It was already decided without the consent of everyone else? Well, we live in
Yeah.
a dictatorship. Tell you.
Well,
Come
we
on
are.
now.
We are. Of course, we are.
Yeah.
Come on
Big
now.
day. Had a developer direct today. And some,
Oh yeah, I had no idea about it. Seriously,
yeah, yeah, I didn't catch it,
must have missed. I must have missed that.
Felt very Japan oriented until Double Fine. I mean, what was that Double Fine? Wow, that's
Hey,
definitely what.
before you go slamming that game, I will tell you right now. I've been freed. I can tell you that Kiln is one of the games that I got to play recently under the big NDA. They can't talk about anything. So I've actually played that game,
And
and as simple as it looks, it's actually kind of fun.
I mean,
And I'm
I
not into the arena fighter type stuff, but just making the pots and firing the pots and decorating the pots and stuff, it's actually kind of cool.
you don't
right,
dare to talk shit about Kiln. I the moment it was like, okay, Double Fine showing up, I was smiling all the time. And the moment I saw their project, I was like, okay, if this is a shadow drop, I'm buying it right now. I don't care. And then they said there's going to be a beta, and yeah, I already signed up for it. I want. Like to me, it's always let Double Fine do their thing. It doesn't matter how crazy, how stupid, or how bizarre and strange the game is going to be. Let Double Fine do its thing.
yeah. Oh, we'll see. It's definitely a game I can see. Like, just it's just it's gonna be like a party game.
It is, and it's also a chill game too. It is. It really kind of is. You just because you can literally spend hours decorating and making your pots, and I can. We even
Just
talked about it in our chat when we were doing it. We said, you guys should really push this game and have like pot designing contests because there's some real creative stuff that happens inside that thing. It goes a lot deeper than it looks, which is really because I thought it's going to be okay, and it actually is quite a bit of fun. And I gotta say, after watching Tim Schafer I want to have a beer with that guy sometime. Just sit there and just have some fun. He looks like he'd be really
he's
cool
amazing.
just to hang out with. Yeah.
Like I
Uh,
just loved the bad acting of that entire segment of being like throwing the goddamn pots over there to the ground.
that was that was done. It was all on purpose. It was
Yeah.
stupid fun.
No
Um,
shit.
I
Seriously.
don't know. We don't know if TJ will be bothering us.
Wow.
Bothering us.
We
Wow.
don't
Well,
know if
TJ, if
TJ will be joining us tonight. He was home all day sick, but he did say that he would try to make it, but then he's not here, so I have to assume that that young man is getting some well needed shut eye and some rest. So
well,
I sent
what
an
I'm
invite.
noti-
Go ahead.
what I'm noticing right now is that sober Bob is sincere Bob because going from joining us to bothering us, that's that there was some true in there.
Well, we'll know in about 30 seconds if TJ's watching the show because he'll be in the chat bothering you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just cut the just when you upload this to YouTube, just cut the first 5 minutes of it, and then
Nah.
like
Then
so that never
Nah.
it never happened.
Wise sent me
Let's
a
go.
message wanting to know if I was live yet. I think that was Wise, right?
Well, I don't know.
Well, I didn't know.
No, what are you
I
talking
didn't
about?
think it was you. Let's
Where
see.
was a direct DM there, or
Uh,
was it to any
well,
specific?
I let Wise know I sent him an invite too. So
he's
all
he's
right.
in he's in his group chat talking because he's all
Oh,
Yeah.
He's all rubbing one off to the fact that they showed Fable. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we are getting way ahead of ourselves. Bob, do continue with the intro because we honestly have we are just already talking everything about
Oh
it.
yeah, we're already off the rails. Shenanigans have already began. But
Yep.
yeah, go ahead. Cerebral Paul, how you
Yep.
doing? What you been playing?
I have been playing two things. I've Somebody actually got me into looking into Star Citizen, so I've started that a little bit. Of course, it
Is
doesn't
that
officially
good?
release for about another year or so, but they're in early release, and it's a nice little space fighter, and it's really there's a lot to it. But if you go in without knowing anything, you're not going to learn much because they don't have much in the tutorial. It's not that good. There's a lot of work they got to do on it. I think it's going to be one of those fan supported things that the fans are going to have to make it work at least initially. And then I've been
Mm,
playing WoW because they did their pre-launch for Midnight, which goes live in about 6 weeks, has started. And they introduced a new class and all that stuff. So I've been playing. In fact, I'm playing WoW right now while we talk. So there you go.
nice.
And of course, I
How
played Forts
dare
on
you?
Tuesday, and Bob forgot to show up. We missed you, Bob.
Sorry.
How
We,
how dare you to be playing something while we are here
I,
recording this podcast? By the way, I'm also playing Gears of War right now. So,
Oh, see what I got to put up with.
oh, you multitask sometimes too. Don't even start. Don't even.
When I'm a guest, yes, I
Yeah. Well, there.
multitask
Yeah.
all the time. I play games during Wise's show all the
All
time.
the time.
I'll sit here
I mean,
and I'll have the podcast over on this screen. I'll have the team cast over
Chat.
here, and I'll have the chat over here on YouTube, and then on my center screen I'll be watching a ball game and
Yeah.
have the volume down just enough so that I can hear the show over in case my name is called. So yeah,
I mean, do not do not complain. You're the one who wanted to be a host of a show. So yeah, we are all here
yeah,
because of you. Just want to point out that.
I know. So Fabio, sir, how you doing? What have you been playing?
Well, being great. Just finally, I finished everything I had to finish from that scientific paper that I wanted to publish. I sent to them yesterday, sent to them like during the last week, and yesterday they already gave me an answer. It is going to be published. Yay! I got the approval. Nice. And other than that, I've been just managed to play a bit more, and I've played some Call of Duty Black Ops 7 because of the Fallout event going on there. I've been playing Dark Ages, continuing that game, and I've been playing some Starfield because I decided that I wanted to give more of a chance to the exploration bits of it, where you are scanning planets all the time, you know what I mean? And what's the most frustrating part of it is that the moment you actually give a proper start to that shit, you get addicted to it, especially now that you have the car to walk on the planets. Like it becomes so relaxing and entertaining to just walk around, seeing the vistas, fighting monsters, going into caves, looking at the fauna, the flora, scanning every like it's really
Yeah.
interesting.
It made collecting the fauna and flora information a lot quicker. A lot quicker.
Yes, because like at the beginning, before the car, I was like, no, I won't be doing this shit because like it takes way too much of a time. Some planets I walk slower than molasses, and I don't really like to fight the gigantic that they have in that game. Some of them are really scared. I have grounded vibes sometimes. So like in the car where I am basically RoboCop, I'm like, ah, fuck you, bitch, and that's it.
Well,
Yeah.
my big issue
But
was
yeah,
I would go into an outpost and I would loot everything, over encumber myself, and crawl back to
Yeah.
the ship.
Yeah.
But now, since you've got the rover that I've not used yet, that over encumbering myself isn't an issue. I can just get on the rover and take
It
off.
is life.
Yep.
It is life change. You need
Oh,
to
by the
try.
way,
You need to
Wise
consider.
says he's in the toilet. He'll be with us in a minute.
Oh Lord.
Who could have guessed? Why is taking a shit? Oh my lord! But oh yeah,
Hope
I forgot
everything
to
comes out
mention.
okay.
I did start playing RoboCop Rogue City finally, and like the first minutes, the moment I shot a guy, he exploded, and the RoboCop theme song started playing out. I was okay. This is my game. This I'm in love. I'm just in love right now.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a throwback to '80s action. It's pretty cool.
I mean,
It is. Yeah,
for whoever that watched the first RoboCop, this is a must game. Honestly,
the people I don't get are the ones who don't like because of the way it looks. They think it's a crap game. I'm like, you boy, did you miss the point? You
yeah,
because it
I
looks, it feels, and it moves like in the movie. You
I
know.
think it looks
exactly.
pretty good,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially
Hmm.
those early levels when you're walking around looking for clues in those alleys and whatnot.
Yep.
I thought,
And they're like, well, RoboCop, he doesn't run. Did you ever see RoboCop run? Ever? No.
No,
He's very determined on where he goes. You know.
I mean, we're talking about the true RoboCop, not the
Yep.
latest movie that was a reboot,
Oh no,
complete
that
all
was
PG.
crap. That was other crap.
God damn
yeah,
it! And it was made. That was directed by a Brazilian director, actually. God
bless America.
No,
bless him,
anytime
bless
they
him.
try to redo a Paul Verhoeven film, they screw it up because they try to play it straight. You cannot play a Paul Verhoeven film and do it straight. No, it doesn't work.
There's not how many movies can you say that they are going to start with extreme violence the same way as the first RoboCop started. You have 20 seconds to comply. Then all the blood bags, like
Yep.
each blood bag is the size of his torso. Like you just gets
Well, and
What's
just the
that?
response.
like
Do you think he's okay? Somebody call an ambulance. And he's like,
What's that you're saying, Thumber? That was made by a Brazilian, huh?
uh, yeah, that's what I just said. Like, are you not listening to me?
nobody listens to you. Did he say something, Bob? I didn't hear.
I
My
mean,
dogs are
apparently,
barking at something
you are
outside.
listening because you just answered me. You
Yeah. So, uh, I've been playing Starfield on my Xbox. I downloaded it on the PC app as well because uh I don't know. I guess I want to see what the big difference is. Obviously frame rate. But just how good I can get it looking on the PC. Because cross save is a thing, so and I hop into it and it took me forever to get because where I was saved at in Starfield, I was in the middle of there was no way out of it. I'm about to go into a ship battle, in the orbit around this planet. I'm about to go into this ship battle, and it had been so long since I played it, I couldn't remember what the controls were. So
Hmm.
I kept getting my ass kicked in this battle, and it's like, oh my god! And I started kicking myself for not having more than one save file. Oh my god, it was killing me. But I finally got past that, and now I forgot just how much stuff I have thrown all over the ship. I've got a pile of crap over here, a pile of crap over here, just because there's not enough. I don't have enough storage in the ship, so I've got a room just dedicated to styrofoam cups. I've got a room dedicated to like lunchroom trays. I've got all kinds of stuff. Bob cleaning up the galaxy, making sure everything doesn't go to waste. Because I
Which
gotta
is,
have it
they give you storage areas. Bob's like, the whole ship is a storage area, and we're just going to tell
exactly,
you're you're saving the universe from the threat of microplastics, my friend.
exactly. With
So
Bob around,
good.
I pick up everything.
We
Yeah, but
thank you for your service.
I
Just
haven't got a chance to try the rover out, yo. I was just oh, Steam's been taking up a lot of my time here lately. The game that I did a campaign playtest for a couple of weeks ago, they are entering early access. They'll be entering early access on January the 29th. So that's good to hear. No more brick walls will be hit by me reaching the end of a playtest or the end of a demo. Early access is shooting off, and I can't wait. I've been playing a lot of the last caretaker. I've progressed through that game a lot farther. I've got some other games that I really need to play, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I know too many things to play and not enough time. It's the story of my life, unfortunately. But I'll get there. I'll get there. You know, it's not like they're going anywhere, unless it's a Ubisoft game, which we'll get into that. God, don't
oh
kill.
yeah, I forgot that
Yeah,
shit happened.
I want to talk about that though, because there seems to be a lot of yeah. And when we talk about it, we'll get into that.
Yeah, the thumbnail, Fabio, in the corner, I've got the Ubisoft logo going into a trash can because that's what seems to be happening. But anyway, so all right, developer direct 1 to 10. Start out there. What y'all think,
I give it about an 8 myself.
Fabio?
I would give either an 8 or a 9. I think it was pretty good.
I
How
give it a
about you, Bob?
7.
Wow.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. I didn't feel the. I don't know. That was just kind of really off the. I was expecting like I knew there was going to be a surprise. That's not that wasn't listed. That wasn't part of Playground Games and the Beast of Reincarnation. I knew there was going to be something else, and then when it came up and it said Double Fine, I was like, "This is interesting. What could this be?" And then it turned out to be Kiln, and it may be fun to play, but I don't know if that's exactly what you shock people with. I was expecting something that a bigger name title that we didn't see coming as a surprise, like a Wolfenstein 3, or maybe something, from State of Decay 3, or something from Gears of War E Day. I know I'm putting the carriage before the horse here because we still have the June showcase coming up, but still, I don't know. Maybe you could have put another like big name title in there and then had Kiln, because Kiln, to me it seemed like a passion project, and I don't know if a developer direct is really a place for a passion project. You only have
What are you
two.
talking about?
But see,
You only have
I see it a little bit differently because not all the other three games they talked about were all big games, and why not give a smaller game a little bit of a spotlight?
Exactly. Like, would you prefer for them to like, oh yeah, let's show this game where we invested $1 billion and that maybe it's going to be way too risky to actually release it and it's not going to be successful. Like, I think it's important to have developers that are willing to, okay, we're doing something smaller, we're doing something that it is a niche, but it has charm, it has creativity, and it has the most important of all, which is fun. Honestly, when I saw Kim, I thought that it had the really good aesthetics for a Nintendo game. I actually thought, okay, this really reminds me of that for some reason. Because Nintendo does understand that the most important thing is fun, no matter how simple the game is. And like
I mean, I'd love to
honestly,
be proven wrong. So, and I hope I
and
am.
like
And it's not that I
honestly, come
disliked
on,
it or that I
Hi
thought that I won't play
Hi
this,
Rush.
or I didn't think that it's I didn't think, oh, who's going to play this, or I
Well,
didn't think
by the way,
anything negative about it.
thank you for not doing what somebody else in the other chat I'm in did and go, oh, that game looks like really trash before I had said that I played it, because you know me, I'm of the. There's a lot of games that are not for me, but I will never say they're trash. You know, I can't play Vampire Survivors, and it's also not a game that I would normally play. But I never look at it and went, oh, that game looks stupid. That game looks like trash. Because there's people are going to play this game. How long they play it, that's up for grabs. But I don't like it when people just, oh, that's trash. You don't know that. You've seen 5 minutes of video. You've seen them talk about it, and you probably tuned out most of it because you weren't interested, and you've decided in your head that it's trash. You know,
Uh,
not. By the way, not you, Bob. I'm not saying you did that, but a lot of the negative stuff I'm seeing is people who did that. You know,
well, oh no, we
What,
got
the Wise joined?
yeah. Be here in just a second.
Shit. Don't let him in.
well, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week. Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Now I just got to figure out why.
Do birds
Why
sing?
is that ass joining us?
Why is you here? Yeah,
No, he isn't, as you can clearly
he's
see.
here.
Say something wise.
Is he?
If he's talking, I can't hear.
He's here.
I can't hear you.
There he is, right there. Hey, you're Wise. You're muted.
Maybe that's probably for the best. Just
I was gonna say,
stay
never
quiet
sounded
there.
better. Never.
Wise, you're muted. You're muted, sweetheart. Can't hear you.
This is why he used a Mac, because he's got the technical expertise of a 5-year-old. See, I'll know when he's not muted because he'll respond to that. So,
So, what all I'm saying about it was that I just don't think it should have been the surprise project. Should we have gotten? Yeah, of
So
course. I think they should have showed it. I think it should have been that and something else. I think a surprise should get people like should get everybody hyped up, and it's he took off. Wise is gone.
well, probably because he's having issues and he's gonna.
Hopefully he fixes it. Um, yeah, but I'm sure I'm gonna play it, and I'll probably enjoy it. I just didn't think it should have been the surprise.
I also
Well,
think that they Xbox goes out of their way to try to show a little bit of something for everybody. And just because it's not a style you would normally play. Remember, we got the Pokemon game, or I don't know what it's at, but
Beast of
yeah,
Reincarnation.
Beast of Reincarnation. Um, and we got a racer, and we got the other one, so I mean, and then we also got this, which was basically a little chill co-op game, or not a co-op, but like a team beat 'em up, four and four beat 'em up, sort of. It's more like crack 'em up because you're basically breaking pots that you build. But
are you there now, Wise? Still can't hear you.
we'll just put him on camera and read his lips the whole time.
Dude, we can do that.
Okay, okay. So he's saying right now,
Yeah.
I'm a cook and I suck cock.
Yeah.
All right, read his lips.
Bad lip reading time. Here we go.
Oh,
Ah, shit.
yeah. Thimber said that game was by far the best thing I seen on the showcase.
You talking
Uh,
about the Double Fine one?
yes, I mean that's what's on screen now, and it's growing on me. I just think if you would have shown this, I would have. So I would have been a lot better with them just coming out and saying, we're going to have playground games, we're going to have Beast of Reincarnation, and then we're going to have Double Fine there, and everybody's going to be like, "Ooh, Double Fine! I wonder what they're working on." And I've been
uh,
okay with that.
yeah. I will say one thing they could have done instead of because they just showed you a little clip and you really can't get an idea of what's going on. I think it'll do better if they do like they do sometimes where they do like just a show that just the developers playing the game and you can actually see the gameplay sequence, in its whole and how it works,
Hmm.
like, like they do on the Xbox channel every once in a while. That would work better, I
Hmm.
think, than because if you like, it's unfair for me because I know about the game, I know how it plays, I know what they're doing, but for anybody just to sit and watch, just go, God, that looks kind of weird. What is that? Though they did try to touch on it, the creation and stuff. They're showing you can add handles and spouts and things like that. And but
Little
yeah,
hand,
go ahead.
little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle.
Yeah,
Here's my spout.
I made one of those. Yeah.
I'm just like curious with how much freedom do you get in the way you shape the pots?
Well, just like you would on a regular pottery wheel, you're only limit. It's. But
You're
other
only
than
limited
that,
by your imagination.
right.
So what I'm
Imagination.
I mean,
what
you
I'm
can
trying
see
to
what they're
say,
doing. You have the short round, you have the tall skinning, and depending on how
no,
you
no, but
build
like
it,
what I'm trying to ask is, are we probably going to be seeing people doing dicks all the time with this shit?
probably, or at least they'll try. Yeah.
Because
Is
how
that a
much freedom did they allow?
is that a tall, skinny vase? No, that's a
Uh,
wiener.
That's that's a wanker.
A wanker. Okay.
a
The
wanker.
UK and you coming out there. I knew it was gonna happen.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm talking way too much to Brits. No, just kidding. No, but honestly,
No, we cannot hear
more.
you.
No, we can't. We can't. Right. I'm sorry.
Well, we can hear mic thumping, so we're hearing something.
I think that may have been Fabio. If
Ah,
something
this.
else is
That
if something else
Fabio, you're
yeah,
not helping. You're not helping there,
if
Fabio.
something else is using your mic wise, it'll prevent this app from using it or this browser, whatever browser you're using. What's that
We
say?
can't read either.
I'm
It's backwards
it
wise.
was
You gotta
it's
you gotta
backwards wise. We can't read it.
gotta,
I mean,
gotta flip your
it
image,
does
man.
explain. I mean, it does explain that he has a doctorate in math and not physics. So it comes down to that.
RPG 88 said boob pots for the win or a big vag pot soaking fires.
I can't. Hang on.
Um, I'm back. What?
I'm
You're
backwards.
he
What do you
says
mean?
he's backstage, and I know
Oh,
I just put him in.
yeah, we can see you, wise. So you're in.
Take him
Oh,
out
can't
and
hear
put
you
him
though.
again.
All right.
Put him out and put him again. See what happens there. Go on. And
And
now the motherfucker doesn't talk. He doesn't want to talk now.
we could
What
just
is
act
another
like
fucking
we could
bitch?
act like we hear him.
No, he is talking now. He is talking. He just can't. God damn it, what happened?
I don't know.
Have you given permission to the restream to use your mic wise? Have you checked that?
It was, well, yeah. Did you check your settings in Restream? Click on the little wheel and see if it's going to that mic. Was
Mm.
we know he's managed to get it to work before because he's been on the show before. So
Yeah, I know. I'm flabbergasted.
hi,
That's a word I
flabbergasted.
haven't
I'm
used.
cerebral.
Oh,
Mm.
The oldest joke in the book.
so yeah. Okay,
But
okay, it's
like
growing on
you,
me. I'm so
you're
pumped about Kilm. I can't wait to play this game. Dude, that looks so cool. I'm gonna make, dude, I'm
well,
gonna make the best pots. I'm gonna make the big pots for the water, so that I'm not gonna be the one that's gonna be attacking. Everybody, you need to defend me, take everybody out, so I can go douse that flame, baby. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make big old pots. They're gonna look like big old buckets and everything. It's going to be so awesome. I'm going to be orange. I'm going to have the big old butt sticker on me. I'm going to yeah, can't wait. It's going to rock.
I know
no, but like
you're being
here's a
goofy, but trust me, you're gonna play and you're gonna go, hey, actually, this is kind of fun. I'm not saying you'll play it a lot, but you'll play it.
but like here's the thing. Here's the thing. Considering how you were expecting to have a really, really big surprise with the developer direct. First of all, Xbox never uses their main cards on the developer direct. They use that for the big events there, so there would never have any possibility of them talking about Gears E Day, State of Decay, Halo campaign involved on that on this event specifically. Second, the developer direct actually is a perfect opportunity to show to people smaller projects. Probably, I think a lot of people would actually give more of a chance to Keeper if it was shown on the developer direct instead of the Xbox showcase from last year. Honestly, and first of all, they've done that before. Hi-Fi Rush is the biggest example that we had of that. Oh, we say, oh, but Hi-Fi Rush was a big game. No, it wasn't. It was just a small passion project that they showed up there and they shadow dropped it.
Yeah, you're right. All right, and I liked Hi-Fi Rush, so and that game got accolades too. It was really
Yeah,
good.
That was the difference
no,
here.
it
They
was.
didn't shadow drop this, which I thought because of the way they did it,
Yes,
that's what they were gonna do. But
me too. No, but I'm talking about in terms of it's a small project and a passion project. Hi-Fi Rush was the same thing. You know what I mean?
All right, Denver saying, got to move on. We've been on Kiln for like 2 hours.
We are
Uh,
going to be talking for 3 more hours if you're complaining, Finbar.
what's on screen
So
right
shut up.
now? Fable. I got to be honest with you. I thought everybody kind of remember everybody jumped on how like homely the character looked, and then on this developer direct, you come to find out that's just one of the pre-built models to use.
yep.
Do we think that that's a change that they've made, or do we think it's always been like that? They just didn't explain it because we know that
No, I think it
when
was.
they got a little push from the community on everybody was kind of displeased with the character that they chose, and then do we think they went back and said, okay, let's give everybody the option to choose a different character?
No, I think that option was always there because that would have because adding all the different models and and different choices and stuff would have well, not like they haven't had a lot of time, but you know what I mean. For them to go back and add all that into the coding, if it wasn't already there, would have been a lot of work.
Well, it has been I mean, this game was supposed to have came out.
Well, I know I realize that, but I mean, for them to go back after the pushback, I think it was always there. They just didn't address it because by them not addressing it, what were people doing about it? They were talking about it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
true. I think it's kind of cool. You're going to start out as a kid.
yeah,
That's that's right up Fable's alley. I mean,
Yeah, that's exactly just like the first game.
yeah, you started out as a youngster in the beginning of the first one. I didn't play the second one or the third one. I only played the first one.
it's been so long since I played them. I would probably need to play them before they come out this fall.
Yeah, good points. Good points. Maybe we all should try to do that.
I mean, it looks really good. I didn't play the second one or the third one. I only played the first one, but I do remember in the first one, you couldn't like buy up every house. You couldn't buy businesses and then reap the rewards of those businesses. And it looks like this Fable is going to be so much more interactive. I could probably get lost in this game, like literally lost in it. Like
Right.
I'll have my real life, and then I'll have my Fable life. Now, real life, I'm nobody but a family man and a gamer. And Fable, I'm gonna be a real estate
A
guy.
rich wanker, and they will call you that, and they will tell you
I'm
that.
I'm gonna be a rich wanker that kicks chickens all the time. That's right. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see because it looks like Wise is going to try again.
Okay, so now can you hear me?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, we can hear you
There we go.
perfect now.
Thank God. Jesus Christ. It was like that was a pain in the fucking
What
ass.
is it,
Get a
like,
PC.
Bob?
Oh.
Bob, one detail that you mentioned that about like you don't remember in the first game having so much interaction. That's something that actually the creator of Fable from Lionhead Studios he intended to be doing. In his original idea, you would be able to marry, have kids, and have an entire
You can do
commerce
that
there.
in the
But like,
second, but you could have done that in the second one. The second one, the reason I got so
no, no,
excited and I kept saying OMG, OMG in the chat was because everything about the second one was paralleled here, and you could
no, no,
get
but I'm
married in the
talking
second
about the
one and all that
vision
stuff.
for the first one. I'm talking about the vision for the first one. Like, Fable 1 is a big game, but the idea that he was trying to present to us was of a much bigger one.
Yeah,
You
because
know
the
what I mean?
CPU, the compute horsepower just wasn't there for him to realize what he wanted to realize in that game. And they did the
Exactly.
best with the technology at hand at what they did. That is, I mean, look, everyone says why are you everyone so going ape over Fable when Fable even 1, 2, and 3 did not garner as much of a commercial success as Halo, Gears, the normal triumvirate, if you will.
The
And
trio.
it was always an underground thing because of what it had, the potential of what it had. You can do anything. I literally owned Bowerstone, and I owned all of the shops, and I owned all of the property. I bought the castle. I had a wife in one city and another wife in. It was fucking awesome. It was like the quest and everything was like secondary to you just being able to do shit, and they did all of that. And I mean, if they pull this off, the hardcore Fable zealots, of which I protest I am one, will fucking lose their shit. And I literally was losing my shit when I was watching it. And you guys, Cerebral was like, what the fuck is going on with this man? Chat. Yeah, guys, you got to understand. Okay, I know everyone likes their games, their CODs and stuff like that. And all of these games. For me, this is what game I've always wanted to play, and I want to play it now. I want to play it, the fucking game now. I will buy. Serious to God, I'm buying everything they make with a fucking Fable logo on it. Cups, bags, T-shirts, everything, every fucking thing. This is my grail, my holy grail. I mean, I know it's not a lot to a lot of people, but this game and maybe a remake of Chrono Triggers would be my like top 2 games like of my lifetime. And bro, if you guys they can pull it off, if what they said is exactly what translates to the game, even if it has some of those frame rate hiccups, I will forego that, look over that to play this game. I am
I was gonna. My biggest issue wasn't the frame rate hiccups. My biggest issue was when you saw them talking, the mouths were moving, but the faces were not. So it was very fake looking.
yeah. But
Yeah.
it's kind of a lot like Obsidian's way of doing it. If you look at Obsidian, their lip syncing is maybe a microsecond or two off. Is it anything game breaking? Obviously not. It's not. But like that's always what I found. Like even with Bethesda, sometimes like even in Starfield, like you'll go and talk to some NPC, and you'll hear it before you'll actually see it. And it's not a lot. It's not even an appreciable lag. It's like off by a microsecond, but it's close enough for you to be able to tell. Let's put it
So
that
what you're saying is it's not Mass Effect Andromeda bad.
Oh no. But guys, I mean, this is still a rough build. They said autumn, which means autumn means a lot. I mean, autumn? Who fucking says autumn? Fall, maybe autumn? Like
Because it's in the UK, dude.
I
Deal
know
with
that, but autumn can be anything like what?
Autumn is fall, dude. So it's
I know that.
It's basically September through December, anywhere in there.
I want to know how long this game's runtime is. That's what I'm going to be curious about. Like, if you do 100%, is this a 100-hour game, 50-hour game?
You aren't going to find that out till.
Yeah,
March.
I know. I'm not going to find that out till much later. But what they've shown, OMG, oh my God, they did it. They literally did it. They literally recreated Fable, and
Like I'm totally,
Yeah.
I'm totally with you there because everything they've been showing, like we all knew that in terms of graphical fidelity, Playground Games is extreme, and we all know that they are a really good developer in terms of making a fun gameplay because we know Forza Horizon, but going from Forza Horizon to a true open world RPG, just like and like that, not it's not just an RPG, but it is true to what remember from the feeling of Fable. That's not a simple task, and honestly, from I had the same feeling that everything that they showed in this gameplay made me think this is Fable.
mhm.
Feels as if the Playground Games was Lionhead all the time, all this time. You know what I mean? It is as if the franchise never actually left as I was watching this.
You know when like
You know what I
people
mean?
like when other developers get a game and then they make it look pretty and it looks good and it plays relatively fine, but there's something inherently, some character, some
Off.
personality.
Something
Yes.
inherently off.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's not that the game is bad, but it's not it doesn't carry the lineage of its predecessors, you know? And you've seen, we've been playing, Metroid Prime 4 is one good one for that. Exactly. I mean, it's a good game. It's a great game if it's standing on its own, but I just don't think it's as good of a Metroid Prime as even the first two were. Okay. And that's just my opinion. Okay. Because I think those drawn out motorcycle areas were just fucking bogus. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But this game, again, if they pan it out, if they play it, if it comes off like they've said, they fucking did it.
Yeah, but I would also temper your expectations. If you're expecting the perfect, oh my God, it's just like Fable was back in the day, you're probably going to be let down because this is not back in the day. You know.
But here's the thing that I'm even going to say. If it's 85% of the way there, I mean, as a Fable diehard, I know this is not Lionhead Studios. They may recreate everything of Lionhead, but this is not exactly Lionhead. So I know they're going to put their own spin on it. And I mean, I'm willing to, if it's 85% as much as, if it's even 85% of what they said it is, that's good enough for me to say, okay, you deserve to do another one and get it 95% up there
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
You know?
You are, but I guarantee you, there's going to be one thing that they do, and that people are going to be going, well, this isn't Fable because they did this instead of that.
Well, you know, you can't stop that,
Oh
right?
yeah,
There's going to be people who's going to backlash
um,
anyway.
And you're probably going to be one of them at some point with something that you're not going to like about it because it's different than what you remember.
I mean, they
honestly,
even came out. They even made it a point to mention Lionheads and
Yeah.
staying true to the vision. So
You know, the thing I like about all of this is that you see they did it right. So it looks like what they did initially when they first were tasked for carrying the mantle of Fable was that I think and it came off from their dialogue. Okay, that the first thing they did was analyze what made Fable Fable. Fable was just not a typical action RPG like the other run of the mill cookie cutter ones that are out there. There was a character about Fable. There was something about Fable that made Fable Fable. And that's what they first had to analyze. And they did. And they found out what it was. It was more than just the quest, it was more than the people you fight. It was just the freedom of, hey, I want to do this. Let me do it. And they did that. They said, you know what, that is what made this game. And they did their research, they did their due diligence, and you know that is a kid that is
Okay, I would say back down on one thing. Don't say they did that based on what you saw. You can say it looks like they did that, but again, you're setting
oh yeah,
yourself up for
only
okay. I can't
we
help.
only
Okay,
confirmed that
you know, when they say hype
we only
responsibly,
confirmed that once we start playing.
and
For
I
sure.
get that, guys. I get that. I get that everyone says hype responsibly, right? But this is a game I've been waiting for since 3. And I didn't care for 3. I wanted another 2. And I've been waiting all since the 360 era for basically an heir to Fable 2. And you're showing me and you're saying all the right words. How am I not going to get excited?
well, no, you
I'm
can get
sorry.
excited,
I mean,
but
I'm
don't.
just human.
You can get excited, but I think you're setting yourself up for a fall if you start going. Well, they did it. They did it. They did it. Until you know that they did it, you can say it looks like they did it. It appears they did it. It seems like they at least trying to do it, but you can't. You
But
know.
the problem, but the problem is that I know where I understand where Poe is going with this, especially because like I am a Halo fan, and you can be sure of that. Like, no Halo Bungie fanatic is ever going to be happy. It does not matter. They are literally remaking the campaign involved, and they are already saying it's shit. Why? Because he is sprinting. Even though you can disable the fucking sprint functionality of the fucking, but it destroys the purpose of the game if you are not, if you are adding that, and you are just giving us the logic in this situation. If you are giving the option to disable it, fuck off. God damn it, like, motherfuckers are not, these motherfuckers are never going to be happy. They don't care about Halo, they care about Halo with a Bungie logo. Well, guess what, Bungie intended to stop working on Halo after Reach, and after that we went with Destiny, and we are going with Marathon. And how is that working out right now? God damn it. So when it comes to Fable, I think I understand where Paul is going with that, and I agree. There's always going to be one motherfucker who's going to be saying this is
well,
not how
I,
Lionheads
let
envision the
me
game to be.
let me give you my
Motherfuckers,
2 cents on.
you just need to be excited for Fable. You don't have to be excited for Lionhead's Fable or Playground. So just Fable. Just like you need to be excited for Halo, not 343's or Bungie's Halo. God damn it.
But you know what? Let me say this, Paul. Let me say this, KY, and I'll shut up here. But you know, like I'll say this, okay? There has been this is like the first showcase in a long while from Xbox that I remember that I left the showcase just on the edge of my seat. Like I was excited in anticipation. You know how
Well,
long
from the message you sent me, it's because you had to go to the bathroom. But
yeah, that's why I had to go to the bathroom. I almost had a diarrhea moment when I saw it. That's why, you know. Shit. No, but you know, it's like as I said this in the chat, it wastes chat. forget the console wars. That shit is over with. Okay, we're just talking about Xbox and how they would do. If they can pull off a Fable, Forza 6, Halo, E-Day, and what was there's another one? Yeah, I think those are the ones, right? Halo, Forza 6, E-Day, and Fable. If they can pull all four of those out this year, that's a hell of a fucking run. That is a killer fucking run. I don't care what side of the camp you're on.
And you're selling it to everybody on every platform.
Right. Like it's not PlayStation or Xbox. It's Fable. I'm excited about Fable. Who gives a fuck what I play it on? I want to play that game. It looks good. Beast of Reincarnation looks good. I'm excited about it. Forza 6.
Yeah,
Japan.
I actually saw people complaining about the fact that it's going to be on. I'm like, those days are over. Let them put it where they got to put it to get their money back. Shit.
Oh, fuck it. You're like, if you're still sitting there and just pigeonholing yourself to, Xbox bad, PlayStation good. Come on, it's over, man. Come on, enjoy the game. Okay, you're looking for the game on its merits. You're getting a new Fable, and you're getting a Fable almost, from what they said, close to what they had in Fable 2. There's no reason not to be excited. I mean,
somebody in your chat is the one who said, this is the day exclusivity died. I'm like, oh, stop it. Jesus Christ.
No, exclusivity died last year.
Exclusivity didn't die. The definition of exclusivity changed.
Yeah.
So with Xbox, you still do have exclusivity with Play Anywhere.
Yep.
You do still have exclusivity with cloud saves.
And Game Pass.
You can play your game on any device. If you have Game Pass, you pay the monthly subscription, but you don't have to buy the individual games.
And see, this is the thing I'm talking about, right? Like, I will pay the asking price for both of these games from a Playground, whatever they're asking for. Even if they come out and say, this is the Uber Collector's Edition, and you get a statue of Bower Stone, and it's going to cost $1,500, but it doesn't come with a hard game in it. It just comes with a digital download code. I will be the motherfucker who will buy that. Okay, I'm just saying that. All right, I don't care. I don't care about it, any of it. This is my IP. I'm looking forward to it, and I mean, I'm just excited. I mean, I know, but Paul, you keep telling me, but it's been a very long while since I've left one of these showcases on any side of the camp excited. There's nothing with Nintendo that got me excited last year. Nothing from PlayStation that got me really hyped up. Yotai was good, but it wasn't anything. Oh my god, I can't wait
I'm
to
not
play
saying don't misconstrue. I'm not saying don't get excited. I'm excited for Fable 2. I'm just saying, don't say what they've done until we actually see it in practice.
Yeah, it's true.
Because
Grandpa.
Because if you do that, then when you play it and it's not exactly what you were picturing, you're gonna feel that down.
I know. Stop being just a Debbie Downer on it.
It's not a Debbie Downer. It's called, tempered
pragmatism. I
expectations.
know. Come
My
on.
2 cents.
Wise.
Yes.
Wise. That's called parenting. Okay, he's worried about it.
My 2 cents on this. And the legacy and what they have to live up to, and everything that has to do with that. Okay, to all the Debbie Downers out there, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I love Bethesda games. I loved all the Fallout games. I loved all the Elder Scrolls games. Did I have concerns about a couple of them? Yes, I did. But did I still play Fallout 76 with my wife and enjoy the co-op and enjoy the game and enjoy the story? Yes, I did. So when Starfield came out, let me tell you what, I had a blast with Starfield. I liked Starfield. The load screens didn't bother me. Bethesda games always had load screens. The fact that you couldn't transverse directly from space into the atmosphere and land on did that bother me? No, it didn't, because only one game out there did that, and that was No Man's Sky. The only game that did it on console was No Man's Sky. So, but that's the way Bethesda games always did. When you walked into a location, when you walked into a dungeon, did you just waltz right into it, or did you go through a load screen? You always went through a fucking load screen.
Yep.
So why should they rewrite the book for a game, or should what they just followed their tried and true method, and I enjoyed it. And it's the
I mean,
same thing with Fable. If they follow the tried and true method of Fable, all the Fable fans will enjoy it. The people that aren't Fable fans are going to pick it apart for every little tidbit
but they're
that
going
they
to do that
don't.
anyways. They're going to do
Right, but
that anyways.
the
They're going
fans
to
are
find
going to
that
do
one
that.
screenshot that sort of is irregular in its composure and put it out there and plaster it and make it into a meme. And I mean, like, and I get that. Okay, fine, right? You got an agenda, but for somebody who's really a fan of the game and doesn't give a fuck about the Xbox or PlayStation or lack thereof anymore, you're not going to make me unless the game is broken to the point where it's unplayable and all the stuff that they said is just straight up bullshit. I mean, it's just hard for me to like. Again, if the gameplay mechanics come off so broken, then that's one thing. But if they deliver the gameplay mechanics as they showed, and they even are able to achieve 70% of what they even promised, I think that's a decent. I would say that, in my opinion, that would be a decent Fable game. It would also, let's be honest, it's not going to be perfect because this is their first foray into an open world action RPG game, and it's got the Fable mentality. There is going to, because it's a learning. They're going from a racer to this game. There's going to be some
You're doing that thing I don't let you. You always do this. You act like the game developers can only work on one thing, and if they work on something different, they don't know what they're doing. Oh my God!
No. Pause. I did not say they don't know what they're doing. But what I'm saying is there will likely be some sort of growing pain, right? I mean, you would say, so that's what I'm saying. I think that if this game comes out great, I want to see what a sequel to their Fable will be. That is what I want. I want this to be a pillar in the Xbox stable, just like Gears and Halo and Forza. This is my pillar. I mean, like when people say, "Oh yeah, Halo is Xbox," yeah, and it was. But for me, what made me a hardcore Xbox fan back in the day was Fable. It wasn't Halo. Halo was great, but for my personal taste, it was Fable. So I'm looking forward to it. I know I'm not supposed to hype, and I know you say that, but there's going to be, and I know it's going to be, but it's fine. I'm expecting it, but I'm saying that from what they showed, I think if they deliver, I think the second one and the third one will be even better and even better beyond that. I think this company, this development house, has not released a turd, and I hardly doubt this game is going to be subpar. So I'm just looking forward.
Especially from what they showed us today. Like we know we are not supposed to exaggerate the hype, but like these events are for exactly that. We are supposed to see that and get excited for it. So how are we not going to do that, honestly?
And on top of that, this is the year. If this is the year, they should be coming out with that Magnus. This is the year. Because look at what's in their pipeline. They got all their heavy hitters in the pipeline. Not to mention, we forgot about Clockwork Revolutions, which is also slated for this year. Which also looked fucking phenomenal. It's NXIL doing, it looks phenomenal. It just. So if they make all these games, plus with GTA 6 coming out at the tail end of the year, this will be the optimal year to release their $1,000, magnum opus console and have people buy it, because people will buy it. Because what? You got GTA 6 you could play on it. You got Fable that you could play on it in the best fidelity. Forza will look fucking sick if, with all the horsepower under the hood. Like it's a no-brainer.
It is interesting to me that Forza got switched to May, pushed to May instead of November. By the way, I do think, thinking about the dates and stuff, watch for Fable to drop in November, probably the first week.
Yeah. So official dates for autumn is September 22nd to December 21st. So
Right.
Do you think they're going to release it before or after GTA 6? I think they're going to try to release it before, because I think after GTA 6 is going to just get lost in the shuffle.
I think they want to make a splash. I say you release it early enough that it's out there. It gets all the accolades it's going to get, game awards, everything.
But they need to release
but
it.
I'm thinking if they release it in November, that's the actual anniversary of the Xbox.
Yeah, but November comes awfully close to the GTA 6, and I think that if
Yeah,
they
well,
GTA 6, I think everything else doesn't
and
matter
to
for
be
them right
honest,
now.
until we know for sure what GTA 6 is doing, and I'm sure they're thinking the same thing.
Right.
They've,
That's
they've
probably
got
why
to
they said
they've got to
autumn.
plan a date. Yeah, they got.
That's probably why they said autumn, because they know GTA 6 is coming out, and I think they want to be ahead of it. Because I swear to you, if this thing comes out, like, for example, the first week of November, and GTA 6 comes out on the last week of October, then you're going into the Christmas season, and it's going to get lost in the wash. I'm telling you, this game has to come out if it wants to get the
Maybe.
commercial
I
buzz.
mean,
It has to
no
compete
matter
with
what game,
GTA 6.
they've already said fall. No matter what they do in the fall, before or after GTA 6, they're going to get swallowed.
Yeah, yeah.
But then again, they're slightly different audiences too.
This is true.
Seriously, I mean,
But
you know,
GTA 6 is such a juggernaut that is sort of like it's just kind of like steamrolls everything around it.
well,
I think.
GTA 6 online is a juggernaut. The story, but
GTA 6 official date from Rockstar is November 19th.
which would be after probably they dropped.
Cerebral, you don't like a little mommy on your side.
So
It had issues.
Go TJ, go TJ, go.
so do you think that they'll release it in October?
I think
Fable.
they're waiting for GTA 6's announcement, and they're probably going to release it maybe. I would hope they would release it at least a month before, but most likely. maybe
Well,
2 weeks.
it's going to have to be longer than that because I don't know how big Fable's going to be, but I mean those games could take quite a while if you want to explore everything.
This is. I just don't want to. I really am intrigued and impressed by what they showed, and I really want this to be another pillar. And
Yeah.
I do not want this to be lost in the bullshit that was the GTA 6 hype. And this is the same.
You
fucking
don't
thing
want
that
their
happened.
Timefall situation where they put it between COD
Bingo.
and Battlefield.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
You nailed it. Titanfall and
Yep.
Titanfall 2 are really fucking good games, but
Yep.
the only reason they didn't get commercial garner because they were sandwiched between
They were sandwiched between two big releases and it
juggernaut.
cannibalized it. EA
Right,
was
and-
stupid for that.
exactly. And so you don't want that. So if that's what I'm hoping.
Sorry if I joined late, guys. I fell asleep. Yeah, I've been sick, so like
It's
I didn't
okay. I
even go
fall
to work
asleep to
today.
KY show anyway, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
that's why my voice sounds like shit right now. Yeah, I'm surprised I even have a voice. I didn't
I
have
sleep
one
on KY
yesterday.
shows. KY sleeps on my show.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that was a rough day, dude. Rough day.
I can't see Bob having a rough day. Bob's always sunshine and rainbows over here.
I thought you like it rough. Rough for her pleasure.
Fucking wise.
Why did I let this?
By the way, them doing
They're doing
Fable in
that
the fall is probably why they're doing Forza in May. By the way, just to keep the 6 month separation. So,
Yeah,
One thing.
That makes
Speaking
sense.
speaking of it, there's a thing. There was a detail there that I was quite curious because for Forza is going to be releasing on day one on Xbox and PC and later to PlayStation.
yep.
While Fable is going to be day one on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Why? What happened with the developments of the PlayStation version from Forza?
Because it's not a what happened. Forza is its own engine now. Remember that Forza Tech is its own engine. Probably needs to be
Yeah.
tweaked a little more. So
Hmm,
But also, it's like
interesting.
okay, so Forza has an established audience on PlayStation thanks to Forza 5, Forza Horizon 5. It was
Yes.
well sold, and people in the PlayStation camp who are hardcore PlayStation and only PlayStation now know the pedigree that it's Forza. So Forza can still afford a little bit of a delay on the second console because it's
because there's no Gran Turismo coming out to challenge them. So
exactly.
yep.
Whereas
There's no Midnight Club. There's no Need for Speed. There's nothing. There's no racing game.
whereas
so Forza's the
Fable,
only one.
see, I think this is what they're trying to do. Lord Cognito used to always say, "Just one." Remember, Cerebral?
yeah.
Just one. Like we always used to say that. Okay, Xbox is good in your Western RPGs and your first person shooters.
Yep.
But they were always like deficient in that Sony third person over the shoulder, blah 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 blah, right? And then Lord Cognito from the Iron Lords used to say, well, they need to do just one game that shows that, hey, we too can do this as well. And I think this is it. I think this is them saying, hey, you know what? You see the other side of the camp with their yotais and this and that. We have it here too. And this is, I think, their answer to that stuff. And so that being
Fable?
said, yeah, Fable. Because it's the over-the-shoulder, third-person action RPG, blah, blah, blah. I know it's different, but still, it sort of checks pretty much the same boxes, right?
It's more story-driven than anything I've seen come out of Sony's camp.
Exactly. It is. And to be honest
it's
with
crazy to think that a racing car making game studio is literally making an RPG that's open world, and they're using it with a car game engine. They're not using it with anything else, which is ridiculous.
Well, I mean, you want to talk about ridiculous? You talk about a company who makes Pokemon making a game like this that's on screen right now.
Well,
I know, right?
and
Yeah.
let's talk about the when we get to Forza, man. There's a lot to talk about there with the changes they made there. Holy shit!
This is what Game Freak can do with actual silicon chips and not potato chips.
Wait, so these are the people that created Pokemon?
Yes.
What the hell?
It's like no. It's like I was looking at that little wolf, and then there was like a deer that had these little branches in it. It reminded me of Everwild.
you want to know what we gotta do, Paul? We gotta help. We gotta help you. We gotta help Bob. You and Bob get a studio and start making a game together, because you guys are very tech savvy. I mean, if these guys can do it,
I already have an
potato
idea for a
chips
get I just
and
don't
make a
have the
game like
resources
this.
to do it. Yeah, so
It's like I think Xbox went to Game Freak and said, "We're trying to figure out what to do with Everwild. We have all these fucking assets." And Game Freak's like,
And,
"Oh
and
my
we don't know how to make shit run on a Nintendo Switch.
Game Freak's like, "Oh my
Wow.
I mean,
TJ, by the way, have you have you heard the news? Cerebral Paul is a brand new member of the Game Cell Life podcast. Exactly. He's get out of here. Yay.
What? Why?
this is a job. You're getting paid. Wow, fuck.
No.
It's Cerebral. You better call me.
I know I have expectations
I like
now.
having
Wise,
Cerebral on
I
the
have
show. 'Cause
expectations now. Wise.
He's a
If
fresh
y'all want to form a union, I'll be your team member.
Oh well, yeah, because I mean, apparently Bushido just doesn't want to do shows anymore. So
Bushido's got lost. I don't know what's going on. Bushido, he's fun.
I see him stream late at night every night.
I see him on what's those things on X, those little spoken
It's
word
called
type
Xbox.
X. You know.
so what do we think about Beast of Reincarnation?
It looks
a
good.
beast.
Looks good.
It's a beast.
Looks good. It's not a game that
And
I will
it's
probably play,
refresh.
though it will be day one on Game Pass and play anywhere. So I will probably at least try it.
I might try
Yep.
it.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like, this is what I talk about when you say a Game Pass exclusive. Like, okay, Fable. I could pay $100 for Fable, but then, like, why would I if I'm paying Game Pass? And that's the thing.
Especially when you can probably get the upgrade for like $30
And play it early.
and play it early.
I'm definitely getting the premium upgrade for Forza 6. Definitely.
They
I'll be
better
playing
make
that
a new
as early as
controller.
possible.
They need to go ahead and announce the Elite 3 because Elite 2 is old in the tooth, and they need to go ahead and release that bitch. And they need to make
I saw a rumor about the Elite 3, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's in the pipeline. It's somewhere in Redmond's campus somewhere. Obviously, that's what they do, right? Once they make the second one, they'll make a third one. After the third one, they'll start working on the fourth one, and blah blah blah. But
And though the rumor I saw, the new one, the 3 is supposed to have the new sticks and stuff that don't get the drift and all that. So
The Hal effect.
the Halo
was it supposed to be Hall
sticks.
Effect?
Yep. And what I call force feedback haptics, because I'm old.
But you know, to be honest with you, I thought that was haptic shit on the DualSense was a gimmick when they first announced it in 2020. But after playing with that thing as long as I have, it really makes a big difference. I really do enjoy it.
Now what's going to be interesting is One thing that Xbox does way better than PlayStation is their rechargeable batteries on their controllers. It'll be interesting to see how all that technology affects that 40-hour game life on current, on the Xbox controller.
I just wish they would just nuke the whole, I mean, as much as I do like the ability to like be able to hot swap out, just basic
This
OTC
bat-
batteries, over the counter batteries, when you're like playing in a game session and your controller dies and you're like, well, fuck, what do I do? You could just put in a couple of AA's and you're good. I like that, but I just, I just think that now is the time for them to
the
sort of
charge
like,
and play kit that you can get for your controller is amazing. It comes with it's a 10-foot long USB-C cable for you to, and it's just as good as a couple of AA's. And it lasts
when do they
forever.
start? When do they put in a 10-foot?
They've all the chart. If you buy the official charge and play from Expo, you get a 10-foot.
Yeah, you've
Black.
always got a long cable.
There was a long cable, but it was never 10-foot.
Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, it
10
was.
feet.
Oh, yeah, it was.
It was 10-foot.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, I got mine plugged into the back of my Xbox, wrapped around my PC, and coming up here.
That's what I do. I mostly play mine's tethered either to my PlayStation or my Xbox. I just have a really long USB-C cable, so from the controller there. So
I just use
right,
my
so-
USB-C charger from my phone. It works just
Forza
fine.
Horizon 6.
We
Wow.
haven't even managed to talk too much about Abyss of Reincarnation. Just say a few things like really good.
Okay.
The mechanics were really interesting, and it did remind me. The combat gave me a vibe of Ninja Gaiden. I know I'm crazy, but like I don't know, it just reminded me of that. And honestly, I just think that segment, even though it was quite interesting, it was like way too long. I don't know if it was because of the voice of the developer that was talking there that just like that I was a bit annoyed by it, and I would have preferred to have more of Fable than that much of this reincarnation. But the game looks good, and I think yeah, if it is on Game Pass, just try it out.
I think
Yeah.
that this game is going to do also quite well. I mean, from what I've seen, it's intriguing, and I mean, like the fact I gotta get. Okay, so first, what intrigues me the most about it is not the game. To be honest with you, the game looks. I don't want to use the word generic, but it looks akin to what we've seen in the past. Like if you put that screenshot up and like Phantom Brave Zero, and I would be hard pressed for somebody to tell me the difference. Like they look similar, if you will, and it's just that the pedigree of the developer. It's Game Freak, and we've only known Game Freak for Pokemon, and they made that weird one-off game. I forgot the name of that game.
Oh,
Was it for play? Do you remember that game that they also made that was like a one-off game that was not Pokemon? I forgot what it was. I think it was on the Xbox or the PlayStation 4 or something. I don't remember what it was. But this is interesting, right? Like, all this time, Nintendo sort of pigeonholed them into making this one type of genre type of game. If they are capable of pulling this off, then I think this is a developer that Nintendo is woefully underutilizing.
They made Mega Dimension for Nintendo Switch, Pando Land for iOS and Android, the hidden treasure of Area Zero for the Switch, Little Town Hero for PlayStation 4, Windows, and Xbox
They made
One.
Harmo Knight also.
Which one was that one? Harmon. It was an
It's a
action
rhythm
RPG.
platformer for Nintendo 3DS.
This was a game that came on the PlayStation as well, or Xbox. It did not come. It did not just come on Nintendo. It was another
Timbo
one.
the Badass Elephant.
No,
Yeah.
it was another one. It was like you played this character that was walking around as like a little cartoon kid or something like that. I forgot what it was.
Clickmatic.
Anyhow, long story short, it looks good. I mean, the fact that it comes, I think that's what's going to be the most intriguing thing. Those who know what Game Freak is and their pedigree, they'll be keen on either playing it or picking it up. And I think the biggest problem the Game Freak has is that they want to do a lot more with their IPs, but I think they are so woefully sort of pigeonholed because of the archaic antiquated chips that Nintendo just forces them to use. So now that they're able to sort of go full throttle, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with it.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
Definitely be checking it out. It's a no risk proposition. I'm already getting Game Pass, so might as well check it out.
Let's talk a couple of seconds about this one before we move on to Forza.
Okay.
Um,
Which
I
one?
like-
Kill?
Kill,
We
yeah.
spent
I
2
like-
hours and a half about it.
We did not. It wasn't 2 hours. Go ahead.
Well, this game, it's. I mean, okay, I have no interest in playing this game whatsoever, ever in my life.
Ah, fuck you.
You can go ahead. I mean, I'm not taking this game away from anybody who's intrigued by it. Okay, it's a Tim
I'm
Schafer
buying the
game,
Ultimate Edition.
but it's. I like.
Wise, you're always begging me for information. I'm telling you, I played this game.
Okay, tell me about it. Then is it good? I mean, I'm not gonna play this game. Okay, even if it's on, I know it's on Game Pass, but there is absolutely no chance in hell I'm ever gonna play this game.
You say that, but
Yeah,
dude, it's a chill fun. It really is a chill fun little game, and like I was telling them earlier, the creation of the pots and stuff can get very creative and interesting, and wrecking the pots and all that can be fun too. And I mean, it's a simple play mechanic, but it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I like his humor. I liked how he presented it. I think he's one of the best, showmans out there. I find him funny. As I said, I would love to go out and hang, have a few beers with him and stuff. I think he'd be hilarious. But
Tim Schafer, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, I got to run. It's my dinner time. I got to take my medication, and it's going to be a long night because I have an early morning tomorrow. So I have to run, guys. So I will see you guys
right.
tomorrow.
Peace
So,
out,
yeah.
Playboy.
All right, give me a good outro, okay? When you
You've
sign
not
out.
been anywhere until you've been wasted with Wise.
Good. So say that before you leave.
Ah,
All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm sorry, I have to run, but I have to take.
No,
my
I
medication.
no, you won't, because I only do one show a week, and this is it now. So, by the way, Wise, I've been meaning to talk to you. So,
Okay, you're gonna get an Uber tomorrow. The fact that the box is ticking that you're gonna get, just totally ignore the ticking sound. Just keep it for the next hour, so you'll be fine.
It's counting the minutes for Fable. Imagine that.
Exactly. It'll be like he'll open it. It's like you're never playing Fable. You're playing Fable with my dead body. There you go. Anyhow, all right, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I got it.
Yep.
I'm
Peace
good.
out.
Yep.
Cheers.
Did Kilm get a release date?
no,
No.
Just said spring, didn't it?
It's,
Yeah.
it's here. Yes.
which could be any time now. No, I'm kidding.
True.
But they did say they're running a beta, and they have you can register for the beta, because which is basically, I believe, going to be load testing. Because I've already been involved. I'm already in the beta, or I will be. So
I wonder
I'm
would
all-
beta
I'm all-
allow
I'm
us to
all-
party up and stuff?
yes, yep.
All right, Bob's gonna have to sign up for that. All right, Thember's asking.
I'm already-
Thember's asking. Thember says, so now we talk about Forza.
Yep.
Yes.
Uh,
Forza's nice, right? That's it. That's all
Yes.
we are going to be talking.
I mean, it's the Forza standard. It's what we've come to expect from play. And I just have to touch on this. Playground Games, that studio has to be freaking huge right now. I mean, huge, with Forza Horizon 6 and Fable coming out of the studio. I mean, God, they've got to be bigger than Oblivion. Because Oblivion's not releasing yes, they've released a lot of games this year, but they're not all the Outer Worlds type caliber.
Obsidian, my friend. Not
I
Oblivion.
said Obsidian.
No, you said Oblivion
No, you
twice.
multiple times.
Okay, Obsidian.
Multiple times.
My bad.
Thank you.
My bad. What are you talking about? I did say Obsidian. You're just misunderstanding my country accent. That's what it is.
That's what it is. Go
mean,
kick
you
a
could
chicken.
be-
Go.
Go kick a
My
chicken.
lord.
But
In
yeah, it.
Fable, you can do that. Ah,
I mean, what can I say about Forza? It doesn't. I do. I will say one thing. Right there at the very end of their gameplay that they showed, I saw where you had those 10 cars stretched out where they were drag racing.
Yeah.
That that piqued my interest because I miss drag racing.
Yep, because drag racing, I believe, was only really in motorsport,
Yes,
not so much Horizon. But
that looked very very interesting. That's where being able to drive a stick shift with a gamepad is going to come in handy.
yep.
I
Yes.
mean, play like playground games continues to show the same way as, in my opinion, Turn 10. They continue to show why they are like two of the two of the studios that can define excellence in the genre of racing games, honestly, because not just from the visuals and the environments that you are going to be playing in, but like the level, the attention to detail for the sound of every vehicle to try to be as realistic as possible and to give you a sense of like speed that only they can do. Like, honestly, of course, it's the Forza standard. That's not something that, oh yeah, I never heard this before. We always have this impression when we are playing either Forza Horizon or Forza Motorsports, if not every time, the majority of the times. But I think that Playground Games has been since the moment that Xbox acquired announced that they were acquiring Playground Games. Phil Spencer said, "This is one of the highest rated studios in our industry today," and like since they since then, like they just haven't disappointed. They just been releasing banger after banger after banger, and of course all racing games, but Forza Horizon 6 has is not going to be different from it. I think this is going to be another game people are going to be saying this is a game of the year contender, which is not going to be nominated because it's a racing game and stuff. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Um, I will say, you know how like every Forza Horizon game has its like little starter race where it runs you through, coming off the plane or going down the volcano. Or Thimber brings up a good point. It looks like um, the first race is going to be against Gundam.
Mm.
And if you don't know who Gundam is, look it up. It's a long running Japanese science fiction franchise. Uh, it's an iconic mecha. It's going to be awesome. I mean, right there at the very end, you saw the legs of Gundam come up and walk behind that was it RTGR. TJ's dropping out, dropping in, dropping out. There he is. He's back. He's back. You need to turn
How
that
many
camera on.
people do you think they have under their studio? Because I did look it up.
500, almost.
Yep. Yeah, they as of 2025 they have 500. Yeah.
That's got to
But
be
how
one
much
big
of that
building.
is split?
Well, I was just going to point out that right now, since Forza's ready to wrap, I mean Forza's going live in 2 months. Most of them are probably working on Fable right now.
And do we think that at some time their focus shifted? Because, like we said before, Fable was supposed to have already been out, and then it just kind of felt like it got stuck in the mud there for a while, and maybe it didn't get. Maybe they just turned their attention to Forza to get Forza out the door.
Yeah, and now that then they'll keep a crew on for Forza for dealing with the launch stuff. That we're gonna see. Forza has never launched bug free ever, especially the multiplayer side ever. um, so I think yeah that even though they have a big crew, they it isn't 50-50, especially at this point. You know, so
Yeah,
I think they've just learned
it's
how
gonna
to
be so good.
manage their resources a lot better than a lot of other companies.
It's gonna be so good. I can't wait. Oh, yeah. You lit a fire underneath me. The racing that I did with you and your friends a couple weeks ago.
Right.
I really love Forza. I really love racing.
And like,
Uh, but I also
and
like
Bob,
knowing what race I'm getting into too, so I can prepare.
That's the one thing that Forza does not do well. It doesn't tell you what kind of race it is.
It doesn't tell you what
Even when you're the
car.
one selecting it, it doesn't say, yeah, it doesn't say if it's an off-road race or if it's a hybrid race or, you know.
And the
Yeah.
first cars that it gives you to select, you're like, oh well, this must no,
No,
that's
no,
no,
no.
don't
Just
pick
because it's the first one there doesn't mean it's the best for the race. Yeah.
and every race that was picked for us that night, not a single one of them was a road race.
Nope.
Damn,
Yeah, they do a very
killing me.
bad job of that. That's for sure.
Well, especially since they only give you like 10 seconds to pick your car because immediately you're
Yeah,
bink,
it's super damn
bink,
fast.
and you're like, oh, that shit, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. You know, gotta go.
Honestly, personally, the one thing I want them to get rid of is get rid of wheel spins and get rid of having to do online community races to unlock certain cars. They should have us just earn the money, buy the damn car. Because I'm really tired of it. Because a lot of the races you have to do to unlock the car, you have to play with randoms. If your friends are not
Hmm.
playing and you have to play with randoms, if one guy sucks at the game, he's gonna wreck and he's gonna make you lose. Then you have to repeat it all over
Oh,
again.
you must have played with me before. No, I'm kidding.
No, you could play better than most randoms. These randoms were so I I really got pissed when they put that as a feature. Like, just let us buy the goddamn cars. I'm really
Yeah,
tired of that.
Well, they didn't mention the wheel spins or anything. They mentioned it.
I know, but they should because they give you too much money. They give you too many fast cars right off the beginning. You should grind for it
Well,
because that's what
well,
makes the game fun.
hopefully it's a good
Otherwise, it
mix
gets
because
boring too fast.
it does seem like you are gonna start off slow and with your basic
Which
car and
is a
work your
good
way
thing.
up with licenses, which kind of sounds like that's what Forza Motorsport kind of did, and that's what Gran Turismo does do.
Forza Horizon 1
right.
did that. Forza Horizon 1 did that, and so did Test Drive Unlimited, the first one. Where you had to go
I
through
just think
certain
that something if
licenses.
that I think sometimes though getting the licenses can be daunting to the point to where it's like because I can't play Gran Turismo, and then in order to get a decent car, you have to be able to But I will say that they did say that they are keeping the accessibility stuff they've had, which is good because I've actually had input on that, so I know what to expect there.
Yeah.
But
I'm
anything
what?
really stand out that broke the mold of what I
Yes,
mean?
We
they
got our own
they
personal garages that actually
yeah,
allow more than
personal
one car.
garages allowing you to build on your property.
And then you can do it with friends
yes,
too. So if Paul
Yeah,
wants to add something to his place and then I want to place something next to into my place and we're in the same lobby, we can do that. That's pretty
yep.
cool.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that
This is
whole
so
section is they've added a whole basically
They
is
basically
you
did
personalize
Forge
your
for
housing.
Halo for
Yeah,
not Halo for Forza.
yeah.
Thember said, "Fuck you, TJ." He loves the wheel spins.
Of course you do, you lazy bastard.
Wow.
Sorry if my voice sounds like shit. I haven't had a voice all day. It's terrible.
So I
no
you got one
worries,
now though.
brother. It always sounded
Fuck you, Fabio.
Damn. All right, break it up, boys. Break it up.
come on, but considering everything we've been talking since the moment the podcast started tonight, And with all the factors that we just put it in here and discussed, are you seriously going to continue just giving these events a 7 out of 10? Not at least an 8?
All right, I change it. I'll give it an 8.
Yo, how do you feel?
I
Go on,
give an eight
be
out of
honest.
10. The killing game's the worst, but the other three are really really great.
So I don't. I need to watch Beast of Reincarnation. I need to watch it again because I missed out on a lot of it because I was reading subtitles. I had to.
Yeah.
I don't speak Japanese,
You
so
you can't read and listen at the same time. Yeah, yeah. Or read and
well,
watch at the same time.
Paul.
not when it's at the bottom of the screen. You can miss out on some stuff.
You
Unfortunately,
can't read, motherfucker.
Well, he reads at a Kentucky high school graduate level, which is like fourth grade to the rest of us. But it's
oh
like
wow.
Paul, be nice.
All right, we need to move on
Yikes.
to the other two large topics I want to talk about. And
I do
This is
got a
going to be a
question
quick
for
one
about
because it's
Fable though,
really
real
late,
quick.
right?
yeah, shoot.
Do they are they gonna add co-op? Because Fable 2 and 3 did have a multiplayer feature where you could have a friend join you.
they didn't say a word. They didn't say anything about it.
I'm just
No.
curious if it's been talked about in the rumor mill or if they've
Nope.
actually
Nope.
maybe hinted at it at all.
Personally, I hope not. I like Fable as a single player game. I think it works better that way. But
I
Yeah.
liked Fable 2 and 3 with co-op, and I liked it as single player too. I liked it both.
I think with everything that's going on in the background, all the different systems working with all your interaction with the 1,000 unique NPCs in the town and the businesses you can buy and the revenue from that and keeping track of your
yeah,
um,
and
all that stuff working. I just think another playable character to keep. I don't think that's a good idea.
if they did that, I would think they would keep it separate. Like if they were in your game, it would not affect their game.
It'd be your world.
Right.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
would still have to go back into their world and do whatever they did in your world again.
I know a lot of games do that, and it works really well. But I was just wondering because they've done it for the last two Fable games, even though that was Lionhead Studios. They basically all they did was make it so that a person could drop in, drop out. It was just one person though, not like a whole squad.
Right.
But yeah, that's why I was asking because I was curious.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just thinking about something about Forza 5. If you're actually if you're in a convoy keeping up with the person that's picking the races, would you actually have a better idea of what race it was because you'd see what intersection they stopped at and selected?
Maybe. Yeah.
I would hope so. Otherwise, that would suck.
Yeah. I have to do that next time. Actually,
Because if
keep
they
up with
choose
the
a
party
Bugatti
leader.
and you think it's an
Keep,
off-road,
good luck keeping up with Bowski, though. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
She
That was
doesn't
it.
know. She doesn't know what she's picking half the time. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
We actually did
Yeah.
do a road race this last week that you weren't there for, but yeah. And
Yeah.
I won, by the way. So yeah.
Oh, rub it in. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't there, and what's funny though is I was playing The Last Caretaker like all night, and I don't know why I didn't. I should have got I didn't see the message on the phone. You should have sent because I'm always logged in to Xbox on my PC. I would have gotten the alert if.
Oh yeah. I should have sent you. I could have sent you an invite there. Yeah.
He just didn't want to.
I mean, yeah, that's why he was able to win a race. All right, next, Ubisoft, the dumpster fire. Ubisoft is going for a hard reset. They say a major reset, but when you kill 6 games and you delay 7, I'd say that's a hard reset.
Yeah.
They say that these decisions are difficult but necessary. Yeah.
Must be.
So what does that
Uh,
mean for
must be.
Splinter Cell? That's probably gone
You're
because
funny.
that was under Ubisoft. Hate to say
Oh,
I
it.
know
yeah,
it was,
but-
but they haven't done anything with it in decades. Seriously.
Yeah.
I get that, but
Didn't
now
even
it's definitely not going to have anything to do with it.
No,
Prince
they
of
did it. No,
Persia,
they
Sands
did
of
it.
Time remake, gone, canceled.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that Splinter Cell wasn't affected because, like, the project Splinter Cell wasn't affected because there was no project. Simple. It's
Mm.
quite
You know what?
simple there.
You know what, Fabio? You got a good point because you know what? Ubisoft does a PlayStation move. You know, PlayStation always shows God of War symbol, and then everybody freaks out, and then they have to wait for like 6 years. It's kind of like that with Ubisoft. Oh, they show it. They showed the
Mhm.
Splinter Cell symbol once, and they say, "Yeah, the reboot is in the works." That was 3 years ago. I haven't heard a damn thing. And now they're doing this. They're doing the 7 games. Like they're gonna like gut them and basically start over as a reboot for a whole studio, a whole company. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think we'll ever see a Splinter Cell unless it's someone buys out Ubisoft. Personally, I
Well,
really
okay,
don't.
hang on. I
Um,
want to speak to that. I want to speak. Remember, Tencent gave Ubisoft $1.3 billion and did their breakoff studio not that long ago. So I'm wondering how much of this call is coming from Tencent, and not from Ubisoft itself.
Yeah, that's
I
probably what
imagine
it is.
it is Tencent actually.
Because remember,
But
they are
like,
an investment firm. They are all about making money, and so that's all they care about.
Bob did mention that the Prince of Persia remake, Sands of Time remake, was canceled, right? Is that it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And what pisses me off is the fact that Sands of Time, no, that's canceled. But from what I heard, the fucking Beyond Good and Evil 2 is still in development.
Yeah, but
Fuck you.
What the hell?
they've been saying that for years, and when they say in development, it could mean they have a script sitting there that they keep going. Yeah, we'll get to that one day. You know, so
Honestly,
it
that
doesn't mean it's in
that
active
sh-
development. It doesn't mean it's in active development. That's the difference.
no, no. You can be quiet. You can be sure. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is probably going to be another fucking Skull and Bones, which is going to at the beginning flop and have a really hard time at the beginning of it to become a reason for jokes all the time about Ubisoft. And like they are literally trying to become a bigger meme with that game. More like bigger than fucking Valve with Half-Life 3. Jesus, fuck it. Just let go. It's dead. Stop
It's
saying
kind of
that
like
you're
Rise Son of
working on
Rome. We'll never see another one of those.
They've also
And-
made major cuts and layoffs. The studio that is currently working on the Division 3, one of Ubisoft's most profitable franchises, Tom Clancy's The Division. They're cutting people from the studio working on the 3rd game.
That's stupid.
Well, why? It makes no sense.
Cut the people from Assassin's Creed, but just finish Division 3 rather than cutting the people from Division 3.
What Assassin's Creed Hex is being worked on heavily right now. I can tell you that much.
I don't know.
So-
How did the last Assassin's Creed do?
I don't care
Because-
about that. I'm telling you right now that Hex is being worked on heavily right now. Doesn't matter how good the last one did. The one they're working on is that one.
Yeah, but we gotta remember, Paul. Bob just said it. Division is the most profitable out of them all, and that's what Tencent cares about.
Okay,
Just saying.
okay. I've said what I got to say, and I can't tell you how I know that, but
No, I believe you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you told me.
by the way,
don't-
with all these games they've canceled, some of those people that are no longer working on those games could be working on the Division 3. You know,
yeah,
It's true. So another major component of this reset is their reorganizing.
Reorganizing.
Yeah, reorganizing. Thank you. Uh, they've reorganized Ubisoft's development teams into five distinct and decentralized creative houses, with each one overseeing a chunk of the publisher's portfolio, and all of them getting support from Ubisoft HQ, whatever that means.
That means like the new company that was formed under Tencent. That was the nephew and the son of the guy who was in charge of Assassin's Creed. That everybody's saying, well, they broke up that company because of the failure of the latest Assassin's Creed. No, and it's the same people that are going to be running it. So that's one of the divisions right there. It's Assassin's Creed.
Right. I'm gonna get ready to run over all
Yeah.
five of the creative houses. Creative
Right.
house number one is largely comprised of Vantage Studios, in charge of developing Ubisoft's biggest properties, which include Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six, to turn them into annual billionaire brands.
You see,
Okay.
no fucking the division there,
Yeah,
TJ. So shut the hell up.
yeah. And if I'm right, Vantage is the new studio that was created, if I remember correctly.
Hey Fabio, I was just
The
going off what Bob said.
Just, I know I'm
oh,
just kidding, brother. Just I couldn't resist there.
creative
So
house
sorry.
number two. All right, creative house number two is going to be focused on competitive and cooperative shooter experiences like The Division, Ghost Recon, and Splinter Cell.
But
Creative house number
Rainbow isn't Rainbow a competitive shooter?
well,
Yes.
it says creative house number one is saying Ubisoft's biggest properties.
Oh, okay.
Which how can you not put The Division up there
Yeah, because
at
it's
least
Tom
ahead of
Clancy
Rainbow
property.
Six? I don't know.
No, it's because like Rainbow Six Siege has been around for such a it is Ubisoft's most successful alongside For Honor most successful game as service they've ever done. It's been around since forever and it is available to this day and people play that game those two games constantly every single day.
Pretty close. Uh, creative house number three. That house will is tasked with maintaining select sharp live experiences, including For Honor, The Crew, Riders Republic, Brawlhalla, and Skull and Bones. Yay!
Yay.
Creative
Yay.
House number four, working on immersive fantasy worlds and narrative driven universes such as Anno, Might and Magic, Rayman, Prince of Persia. How they even have the balls to mention Prince of Persia when they just canceled the one Prince of Persia game everybody was looking forward to, the remake of Sands of Time. How they
Yep.
can even mention that as being and Beyond Good and Evil.
What's publishing house number 5?
The last team is working on reclaiming position in casual and family friendly games and is in charge of brands like Just Dance, Auto Manor Tycoon, Ketchup, Hungry Shark, Invincible, Guarding the Globe, Uno, and Hasbro.
You want to know one thing I didn't hear of all that? No Splinter Cell. That franchise is gone.
No, Creative House number 2 focused on
Yeah.
competitive and cooperative shooter experiences like The Division, Ghost Recon, and Splinter Cell. That's what it says.
Not, but yeah, Ghost Recon,
Ba-
but not Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell's not
No,
going
it
on
says-
or online.
It said Ghost Recon and Splinter Cell.
Oh, okay, good. Because I do want to Splinter
Basically,
Cell.
basically, that's the Tom Clancy house. Is that it?
Sounds like it, yeah.
Okay.
And it looks like they go from the 5 houses, from 1 to 5, they go from the most important to the least important. And being with the Division and Splinter Cell being in Creative House number 2, I guess, yeah. I mean, there's hope that they even mentioned Splinter Cell. They know about it. They haven't forgotten about it like it seems they have. So, yeah, yay! And my favorite game from Ubisoft is still in Creative House number 1. That's just Far Cry. I never get tired of Far Cry games. Don't change the formula. I don't care how about I like it. I'm a
Far
completionist.
Cry
Even
4
New
and
Dawn,
5 were my favorite.
even Far Cry New Dawn, are you like a mega fan of that one as well?
It was good.
By
I
the way,
like.
that last group, did you say Hasbro is the last name?
Yes.
That would include things like Transformers. So
Yeah. And I could just
Well,
be. It couldn't be from. They, the houses couldn't be numbered from most to least important because they do kind of split them up as far as the type of genres that they each are working on.
right.
But I mean, other than when you get to Creative House number 4, other than Prince of Persia and Beyond Good and Evil, No, Might and Magic, and Rayman, are not really big on my list. So I kind of got to put it down
yeah.
there towards the bottom, which it is. I don't know. If they just give players what they want, they need to listen to the players and answer the player, and they'll be successful. But they're
Well,
not doing that.
people say that, but then even online, if you say listen to the players, different players say different things, so they have to discern who do they listen to. You know.
Why don't they just do a poll like people like Xbox used to do for the backwards compatibility program? Just do a poll and figure out what games are the most being voted for. Just put a list and then see which ones get the most likes. Go from top to bottom. Which ones need to be done ASAP? It'd be really easy to frickin' do, to be honest.
Yeah, it would. So, I mean, what do we think? Think Ubisoft is on their way. Think this is the first nail in the coffin?
Nah.
I
Nah.
think so.
This
I
is
think like the first and only nail in the coffin so
nah.
far has been like
This is
Tencent
this is
partnership.
Tencent trying to right a ship. You know,
Yeah,
because
I mean,
if this doesn't work, they'll sell it for pennies on the dollar. They won't eat the loss. You know that.
hmm
Possibly. Or they'll start selling off IPs
Or
for
that, yeah.
Good, then Microsoft can go grab them.
oh yeah, they would. They aren't going to. They
Go get
cannot
the
do
Tom
that because
Clancy whole franchise. Go get Assassin's Creed and go
I
get
think that
what's the other one?
wouldn't be
That's the
possible.
last franchise that Tencent will get rid of because that's their moneymaker.
Okay, well, still go get Tom Clancy and go get what's the other ones?
I'd
Probably
like to see
Hasbro,
Far Cry
I'd like to see Far
SC.
Cry.
Far Cry, and Hasbro and Tom Clancy. Hasbro, you could get
Has
Transformers and
Hasbro.
make that with Activision. So,
True.
yep.
You ready to touch on our
Microsoft
last
saved
topic?
Microsoft saved Just Dance apparently. Just go with it.
Microsoft save Far Cry. I don't want to have to pay for another Far Cry game. I want it in Game Pass.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Day one.
Yeah, dear
I mean, you can
Microsoft.
wait for you. I mean, you can wait for it to be on the catalog of Ubisoft's classics. So
Okay, then I could say the same thing for you. If you want a new game like Forza or anything, then you could wait until it goes on
it's going to
core.
be on Game Pass, motherfucker. Be on Game Pass, motherfucker. I don't know what type of argument
Wow.
you're saying.
So, the last thing I want to touch on tonight, before we give our outros and head on out, is Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. It has come to my attention that two things have happened. One, there was an internal controversy. The studio decided to move away from their in-house game engine, the one that they used for the Star Wars games and the Harry Potter games and the Lord of the Rings games. That in-house engine, they've decided to move away from it in favor of Unreal Engine 5, which I don't understand why.
Well, hang
I
on, wait,
thought
wait. Let me address that really quick, because they had already moved away from it when they did the Skywalker Saga Lego game. That was not done in the same engine as the others.
True.
I'm sure about that.
I am sure about that.
Okay, and the second thing is this game will be the first Lego game in a while to not have any online co-op at launch, which I
That's
don't
fine. They
know. I
can
mean,
always bring it in later.
some people used it and some people didn't. It's just like the Halo games not having split screen. To some people, it cared about that. It was a a big blow to some people that just played online. They didn't care. So,
Yeah.
oh, I mean, it was a big enough topic for Windows Central to do an article on it. So I don't know.
I
As
mean,
long as it doesn't get delayed,
like,
don't delay the game. I want it February. I
I
want it.
mean,
Yep.
I I would understand that because like the Skywalker saga, the Lego Skywalker Star Wars, the Skywalker saga has been in such a
Nope.
development hell
The
because of the
Lego Star
change.
Wars Skywalker Saga uses the NTT engine.
Nope, it doesn't. They changed to Unreal 5 and it went through development hell for the longest time. That's why it got delayed a bunch of
No,
times.
it says
So
right
it
here.
got
No, the Skywalker Saga uses the NTT engine, which was developed specifically for Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. However, it is important to note that TT Games has announced that they will transition to using Unreal Engine for their future projects, indicating that the NTT engine will no longer be used for new titles.
Right, but that wasn't the same as the original engine they used for all the older ones. The Skywalker engine, the one they used for the, allowed them a lot more flexibility in what the game was able to do.
like
Okay.
then why it got delayed so many times and it was such a development hell to be done.
I don't know.
Makes no sense. Like, oh yeah, we kept things the same, but oh shit, it's way too complicated. For fuck's sake.
Maybe not
Well,
enough
because they
manpower.
had to, and because they had developed an engine for it.
Yeah.
The
They
Harry
No,
wanted
no,
to.
no. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I say. There was a change in it. I'm just trying to say that. I thought it was a real Engine 5, but there was a change in the engine, and then they had entered development hell because of it. Because if it
They
was
ran
the
into a
same thing
Halo
they done,
Infinite problem. They built
it
their
would make
engine
no
during the
sense.
development. That's what they did. That's a big no no. You don't do that because you take time away from making the game. So they're gonna learn. They're gonna learn the hard way, I guess. I mean, that's why they're flipping it to Unreal Engine now. Like then all their new projects will be on Unreal Engine because they're tired of the headache.
Well, and it's the
Um,
same reason that Halo flipped to Unreal Engine 5, because they were
I mean,
using a specific engine too. But you have to, anytime you do that, you have to train your programmers how to use that new specific engine. Everybody knows how to use Unreal Engine 5 now.
yep.
Yeah.
Everybody goes to school to learn how to code on it.
Lego Harry Potter used the NTT
Unreal.
engine.
Oh, really?
However, the upcoming Lego Harry Potter game is being developed using Unreal Engine 5.
Yep.
I have no idea what to say. Well,
Yeah. So
like people, I think it is like people don't want to have to worry about this Lego Batman collection getting delayed a bunch of times, like the Lego Skywalker, the Lego Star Wars one.
No,
Like
everything's coming
because
out in
that
May.
Lego,
Everything's coming out in
because
May.
Lego Batman game got everyone really excited for it. So if you get to the point where, oh yeah, we are delaying
And
this, yeah.
it's not a collection. It's an original title. The Legacy of the Dark Knight. You're going to start off from the very begin, from Batman's inception, and they speak like you're
No,
going to
but
move
it
to
is
current day.
But it is the compilation of the movies, just like the Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga.
Yeah, because the Skywalker saga was an original in and of itself too. It wasn't just a retelling of the old games. It was.
Yes, exactly. They remade the first, the second, third, from 1 to 9. And like the best part of it is that the moment they start going through Star Wars 7 to 9, episode 7 to 9, they start criticizing and make a lot of fun out of it because that trilogy is shit.
Wow. Tell us all how you really feel. Yeah. All right. Y'all ready to head out? Been live for 1 hour and 56
Yes.
minutes.
Yep.
All right,
Okay,
Fabio,
we're
sir,
good.
tell everybody where they can find you at.
Well, you can find me not just here on the Games and Life podcast, but you can find me also on the Wasted with Vice podcast and on the XPN Network YouTube channel. You can find me as well on Twitter as FPLMarine97. You can find me on Xbox as Buffalizard8. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Cerebral Paul, sir, where can everybody find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at Cerebral Paul One, Twitch and YouTube at Cerebral Paul. I'm also an editor and contributor for lordsofgaming.net, and you can find me every Friday at Waiting with Watch. And now you can find me every Wednesday on this here show with Bob and the crew.
All
I
right.
think it's amazing how he's so excited he doesn't even know the name and he doesn't even know our names. You know what I mean? So,
Game
Hey,
Shut
at
Up
least
Fabio. Is that the name of the
all
show,
along,
right?
he's happy.
It's
Yeah.
pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Hey, and Drawn TJ, sir. Same spiel.
Yep. You can find me on Game Set Live at 5 p.m. At PST on Wednesdays. And you can also find me on X at DrawnTJ450. You can find me on Xbox at DrawnTJ. And sorry for joining late, but I've been sick all day, and I don't like how my voice sounds right now. I don't like
speedy
it a little
recovery,
bit.
my friend.
But yeah.
Speedy recovery.
Hey, you know what?
You'll take
Hey,
some
at least I showed up. I didn't ghost you guys like Bushido did.
God.
Respects that.
Just
Out of
twist the
nowhere. Bring
knife.
it.
Sorry, but I mean, hey. Yeah. But
Kill it.
everyone, please hit the like button and subscribe button if you're enjoying the show, especially if you like the content and you like the panel. Otherwise, have a nice night, guys.
And this is KY Bob, the wrangler of the Band of Misfits every Wednesday, normally. Thursday this week was done because of the developer direct, so we could get all of that out to you and our takes on it. And you can find me on all social media platforms as KY Bob, doing gameplay videos and this podcast on the Game Set Live YouTube channel. And I'll leave you all. You can also catch the audio version that goes up to wherever you listen to your podcasts. That will go up tomorrow on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. I'll leave you all the way I leave every show. Gamers, get outside, touch some grass, hug somebody you love, but take care of your sanity and play games. Good night, everybody. Good night. We're out. Game Set Live is done for today.